Hariram was 82, but every morning he still looked toward the front gate. Perhaps Aman will come home today, he would say with a hopeful smile. Aman, his younger son, had left home after a bitter argument 20 years earlier. Only Hariram's wife, Shanta, and their eldest son, Harish, knew the truth. Aman had died in a road accident just 3 weeks after leaving home. When the police brought the news, the doctor warned that Hariram's weak heart might not survive the shock. Unable to bear the thought of losing him too, Shanta made a painful decision. She told her husband that Aman had gone abroad. Months later, she began writing letters in Aman's name. They spoke of good health, hard work, and the hope of returning one day. Hariram treasured every letter. He read them so often that the paper grew worn with age. But as the years passed, Harish became increasingly uneasy. "Mother," he said one evening, "Father deserves the truth." Shanta sighed. "And what will the truth give him now? Will it bring Aman back, or only take away the little peace he has left?" Harish remained silent. Soon afterwards, Hariram became seriously ill. The doctors said he had only a few days to live. That night, Harish made up his mind. "Tomorrow," he whispered, "I'll tell him everything." The next morning he entered the hospital room. His father was asleep. On the bedside table lay the familiar bundle of letters tied with a faded blue ribbon. As Harish picked them up, a folded note slipped onto the floor. It was in his father's handwriting. With trembling hands, he unfolded it. It read, "My dear Shanta, I have known for many years that these letters are not from Aman. You never could copy his handwriting perfectly. But I also know why you wrote them. You wanted to protect me from a sorrow too heavy to carry. So I chose not to ask questions. Sometimes love asks us to protect each other, even when both people already know the truth. Thank you for loving me enough to try." Harish could hardly breathe. His father had known all along. The letters were never really about deception. They had become a silent act of love between two people who understood each other's pain without speaking of it. Just then, Hariram opened his eyes and smiled. "Good morning, son." Harish took his father's hand. The words he had rehearsed the night before never left his lips. A few days later, Hariram passed away peacefully. After the funeral, Harish asked his mother, "Were we wrong?" Shanta looked into the fading evening light. "I still don't know," she said softly. "Perhaps we should have told him. Perhaps we shouldn't have. I only know that every decision was made out of love. Some truths bring freedom. Others only reopen wounds that can never heal. So, the question remains, do we owe the complete truth to those we love? Or do we sometimes owe them the kindness of protecting their peace? Thanks for your patience in watching the video. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Raj Rishi.